My service number is 42013. My rank was Warrant Officer Class 2 on discharge, and my name is Clarence Arthur Whitehorn, OAM. I joined on the 26th of August 1967. I did my recruiting in Wagga Wagga in New South Wales. 3 months there. Then I moved to Melbourne at the School of Signals at Balcombe in Victoria. So they decided to put me into a key operator on teletype. Passed that, and then that was the set of my career, the teletype writer, printer. I was posted in Melbourne, and when I was there, I got married in the February in '68. I was already in the army, and Evelyn, I had met Evelyn the year before, and I was going backwards and forwards to Adelaide. She was in Adelaide, I was in Melbourne, and every weekend I'd hitchhike to Melbourne, to Adelaide, just to see her. And then we finally said, this is no good, let's get married. I was doing shift work a lot, and I didn't watch TV or anything. It was a little bit up in the air. So I decided to go in with an open mind. So when I went to there, I flew over with about 50 other soldiers. We stopped over in Singapore for a refuel. Then we flew into Saigon, and then we were pushed onto a Hercules, no seats, we had to sit on the floor, and then we flew over to Nui Dat. And it was uneventful. When we landed in Saigon, I looked around and there was all jet fighters all around and soldiers everywhere. And I thought, this is a bit bigger than what I thought. So then I flew to Nui Dat, and my troop commander met me at the airport in a Land Rover, and we just had a quick tour around Nui Dat, and I thought, oh, this is all right. And they said, oh, it's pretty safe here. And then I went into my unit, 547 SIG Troop, which is a intelligence unit. We had a shed with radio sets in it, and we were listening to the Vietnam enemy, as I put it. And we were taking intelligence from them. And we had an intelligence officer. He was sorting out the rubbish from the tactical stuff. And I was working in the communication centre. I was the supervisor in the communication centre. I had 3 other signalmen with me, and we had to transmit the information to the Americans, because we worked with the Americans mostly. The one task force where Nui Dat was, we ciphered off different information. At first, the Americans wouldn't believe what we were telling them. Once we intercepted a message the Vietcong were setting up an ambush for the Americans. And we got onto this, and we told the Americans, and they did a counter ambush, and they reckon they saved a lot of lives. And that was because we gave them the information, and we got it there in time. You can imagine the amount of traffic we were going backwards and forwards. Everything was a flash message, and we got it to them in time. And oh, sorry, but the Americans gave us a thank you letter for saving all those lives. That was one instant, and there's quite a few instances like that. But other than that, I'd have a day off or something. I could go down to Vung Tau, which is on the beach, and we played volleyball and cricket on the beach. That was other times that we had out, but the main times we had, our troop was looking after an orphanage, and we used to take 15 to 20 kids in the Land Rovers down to Vung Tau and give them a barbecue on a Saturday, and they played cricket and volleyball and swam and all that thing, and gave the nuns a day off. And then another time we took them, bundled them all up into the 2 Land Rovers, and we took the kids to the Saigon Zoo, because one of the little tackers wanted to know how big an elephant was. And I told him a puppy dog was this high, a water buffalo's about this high, but an elephant's up there, and he wouldn't believe me. So that's how we got to go to the zoo. And we gave them a barbecue and a picnic lunch and all that, and then we had to go back to Nui that day. So that's the sort of things we did while we were on time off. Well, when I came back from Vietnam, I flew back with probably about 50 blokes, and we landed in Sydney, and we walked through the customs, and the customs says, go. Didn't want to see us. We walked out of the customs area. There's not a soul there, and I had to find my own way to the domestic airport, because I was flying back to Canberra, and nobody there, not a soul, just a few soldiers going through. And that was our welcome back. And when I got back to Canberra, I had to get a taxi, and I went home, and the wife was there and greeted me. And that was the only greeting I got back. Yeah. I'm a member of the RSL, and I'm a lifetime member. We go to Gaythorne RSL, and I attend the Anzac days when I can. It means a lot to me, because the fellas that died and wounded and that, they help protect our country, and I know what they went through, because wherever I was posted, we get the messages coming through about the Iran and all that thing, and I know what they were going through, and I just felt for them, and that's why I go to Anzac Day, because it was my career, and I got a lot of respect for them.